That's hard. If I can describe my experience in one word, it was magical. It was magical.
It really expanded my entire world, reframed my identity and who I was in the world.
You get to be yourself. And I feel like that's a struggle for a lot of people. So being accepted somewhere, it's so indescribable, but it's somewhere you want to be.
A renaissance. ETW is a renaissance. It was a reshifting, a rebirth for me.
Expanding the Walls was conceived as a multifaceted, intergenerational program that utilized the James Van Der Zee collection and archive as a springboard for dialogue, conversation, and connection to history, culture, community, for all ages.
Working with ETW is really great because sort of every day with the teens looks different in terms of what we're doing. Technical demos, learning photography, the photo skills, to looking at part of the museum's collection or having artist visits with contemporary working artists.
Every day we were given a task, where we had to go out with our peers and we had to engage with our community. So to figure out how to engage with someone and ask them, can you stop? Can I talk to you about this? Can I take a photo of you? It helped me to become my own spokesperson.
One of the core objectives behind Expanding the Walls at its founding was to allow the museum to develop relationships with youth, family, and older adults, as well as community-based organizations and cultural organizations in Harlem.
It allowed me to see that insider view very early, to the point where I was comfortable with museums and talking about art and talking about the way I felt about things. It showed me that being an artist is possible.
Throughout all of those experiences and throughout all of those lessons, right? Throughout all of that education, there's such a deep connection to discovering who they are and who they want to be and where they're going, and all of that is rooted in care.
All you really expected when you first heard about ETW was a camera, some money, some classes, some trips. That's all you really expected. You didn't expect building connections with people I didn't even know existed. And I'm building connections with people that I enjoy being around.
I think at the heart of ETW is an opportunity to have a safe space to share your feelings. And so from an educator perspective, the way that you can connect deeply and the way that you help people be the most successful is honoring who they are.
It gives young people a space to express themselves at a moment in their lives where I think they need it the most. It helped me to situate my activities within a huge lineage of people that came through this space.
Being in New York City, we're exposed to so much. We're exposed to violence. We're exposed to being policed. We're exposed to witnessing death. We're exposed to so many difficult stuff that we don't necessarily know how to put into words. It's a lot of New Yorkers were very rough and tough, but at the center of us we're very soft. And I think that Expanding the Walls is an environment that nurtures our softness, nurtures our ability to expand, to explore art.
It was the first time anyone had asked me to look at the people in my community, which are my people, really look at them. And not just look through my eyes, but now I'm looking with this camera. There was this woman I remember that she sold cashews and peanuts. So I used to see her every day. And I never had actually stopped and truly looked at her face and her clothes and her demeanor or anything like that before. And so I had a camera and was told for our first assignment, just go out and take pictures. And I'm just there's no more instruction, just go take pictures of the community. So I did that. And she was my first muse. So I walked up to her, I learned that her name was Erica. And it was the first time I noticed Erica had freckles on her face. It was the first time that I saw that Erica had a scar on the left side of her cheek. So what I thought I learned about Erica and what I saw when I actually saw the photo printed out and enlarged and in black and white, Erica was beautiful. It was the first time that I had looked at people in my own community in the way that I wanted to see them and not the way I was told to see them. And I've looked through that lens for the rest of my life.
Man, it's a quarter of a century of this program. 25 years, 25 classes of young folks like in New York City going through this is just such a feat. It made me realize that my interests, the things that I'm curious about, the things that I want to see in the world has value. And to pursue that, unapologetically.